YouTube. All right, so today I'm gonna take you through my back workout, show you what works for me, what I do that I find very well, give you some tips, some motivation. Basically, you're gonna come along for a training day with me. Yo, so first things first, I like to roll out, but make sure you guys are warming up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll out, I'm gonna do some stretching, then before I pick up any weight, I'm gonna go do pull-ups. We'll do 3 sets of those. If you guys can't do regular pull-ups, do the assisted pull-ups. Leave your ego at the door, bro, let's get it. This is really gonna get your lats warmed up, get your back warmed up, get a good stretch in, and you don't wanna just walk in and pick up the weight cold. So make sure you're going all the way down, make sure you're keeping them slow and controlled is the name of the game today, and you know, enough of me talking, let's just get to it. So like I said, just make sure you guys don't want to fly like this or fucking flail in the air. Everything should be controlled, you know? The more you like go with those sporadic movements, you can hurt yourself. It's controlled on the way down. I would personally like to extend my arms and then come back up. All in control, baby. All right, so even though we've warmed up, we've stretched, we're still not gonna jump right in to do our working sets. I'll probably do like 1 or 2 warm-up sets. Again, because it's a different movement, we're still trying to get the muscles warm. You don't wanna just jump in cold and try to hurt yourself. So in terms of dumbbell rows, this is kind of my favorite way to do them. You know, feet together, hand out, back straight. You're gonna extend down, come up, and you should feel a squeeze. Again, control the weight. You know, it's really easy. I can strap the hundreds and go like this and have the jerk in it, but we're all about control here. So for our warm-up sets, we'll do about 10 reps. Our working sets are gonna be a little bit heavier. They'll be about 6 to 8. And it all depends on what your goal is. You know, if you wanna burn fat, you want higher reps. If you wanna build muscle, you want low reps, you wanna struggle. Me right now, I'm trying to get as big as I can, so I'm embracing all the struggle, you know what I mean? When you come up here, you should feel it in your lat, you should feel it in your back. If you don't feel it, you're just kind of throwing the weight around, the weight's too heavy and lower it. One of the greatest pieces of advice I've ever got is don't compare yourself to others. So, you know, you might line up next to somebody that might be doing a ton of weight. You might see somebody doing 30, 40 pull-ups. But just remember, everybody has to start somewhere. Focus on you and becoming a better version of yourself. Don't focus on what anybody else in this gym is doing around you. I know it can be scary. I know it can be frightening. I know we can get disheartened and whatnot. But just focus on yourself and your journey. We did our rows, now we're gonna do some lat pull downs. Personally, I just use the regular bar. Every other week, I'll switch it up. I might do a different grip, I might do a close grip. You wanna constantly get out your comfort zone, switch it up a little bit, but you just gotta do what works best for you. We'll do 4 sets here. We'll gradually increase the weight while keeping the reps the same. Pull-ups, you know, you don't want to do like one of these. You know, I constantly see people in the gym that they might be doing heavy weight, but they're like jerking all the way back. 1, that's how you're gonna get hurt. 2, you're really not doing anything. Should be right here and come straight down and squeeze in your lats and then controlled on the way up. You know, if you're just trying to get in shape or trying to build muscle or trying to burn fat, it should still all be controlled. You know, I could keep up the tempo a little bit, but I'm still controlling the weight. You know, I'm not going like this and looking like a jerk. So like I said, you'll notice the weight's gone up, but the form's pretty much stayed the same. You know, I'm still not flying down, I'm still not trying to hurt myself. If I can't control it, I'm gonna drop the weight. Leave your ego at the door, especially if you're a new lifter, old lifter, whatever it may be. Just focus on you. It's not a competition in here. You know, first things first, make sure you get set up, get set. You don't want to just fly into it. And we're not doing crazy heavy weight. You know, we're gonna come here, get that extension, kind of lean forward, let our back extend a little bit, and then we'll come back. And we're squeezing. We're not going fast. You know, we're not flying. It's all in the squeeze, baby. See, the thing is I can take a 30-pound dumbbell and I can take a 100-pound dumbbell and I can give you the exact same workout with the exact same burn and the exact same pump, no matter the weight, because it doesn't really matter how much weight you're moving. Yes, more weight is gonna build bigger muscle, but at the end of the day, it's when you squeeze, when you control, when you go slow, you're creating those tears in the muscle fibers, and that's how you really grow. If you're just flying, you're not really doing anything. You're just kind of moving weight around where you're not really building those foundations. Just remember this, bro. A millionaire is not gonna give you shit for starting a business. Somebody with 100,000 subscribers on YouTube is not gonna give you shit for posting your first video. Somebody who's been in the gym for a while is not gonna give you shit for being in the gym. It's gonna be the people that are going nowhere that are always gonna have something to say. What I'm saying is what works for me, it's my opinions. Personally, you don't need a belt if you're bench pressing. You don't need a belt if you're doing anything where your back's not exposed. If you're deadlifting, if you're squatting, if you're doing some heavy lat pulls, yeah, throw that belt on, give you that extra thing. But if you wear the belt constantly, you're never gonna build that core. So the biggest thing is, whether you have a belt on or not, you gotta be able to brace your midsection. Tighten everything up before you actually go into the lift. Doesn't matter whether you're squatting, benching, deadlifting, you should always be bracing. If you constantly rely on the belt, you're never gonna have a core. Your core gonna be weak as shit. That we're gonna go into is straight arm pull downs. Personally, these are my favorite. I feel like I get the best pump from these. Now you can use a tool like this. Not every gym has this. You could use these. You could use the regular pulls. But the biggest thing here is I see a lot of people will come down and they'll flare their arms out like they're doing triceps. So you should keep your arms pretty much in the same position, and it should all be in the back. You should be squeezing your back. Don't lock your arms out. You know, don't be coming down here. Again, leave the ego at the door, bro. It's all in the squeeze, all in the pump. So again, I'm not flying through, and you don't see my arms going like this, because if you know, originally we said that we're doing 6 to 8. Here, once we get into some of the auxiliary exercises, I usually do about 10 to 12. This is really where I want to get the maximum pump that I could get, feel the most burn. This is where you're going to see me leave nothing left in the tank. Dig your feet into the floor, get everything tight, and then come straight down. I had a little accent right there, you heard that? Straight down. Listen to your body. Realize that every day that you step in the gym, it might be different. You might be feeling strong one day and weak the next, but listen to your body. Just because you did the weight last week, you know, you might have had something different to eat, you might have had a better night's sleep. If you feel as you're not strong, don't force it. You know, listen to your body, take your rest days when you need them, push the weight that you feel comfortable with. You know, it's one thing to block out the excuses, but it's another thing to try to hurt yourself. So you're gonna come straight down, almost like you're flexing in a bicep flex. You're coming straight down, you should feel the squeeze in your back. And your palms are staying towards you the whole time. So think of like an upside down triangle with this. You know, I'm not coming straight up, I'm coming out. Yeah, nice and slow, controlled. And look at the weight. The weight is pretty much almost on the floor. And that's where we're gonna stop. And then we come back up. You know, full range of motion. Because it's real easy to do some of these with 4 fucking plates. But you want full range. Now, like I said, we'll superset, we'll go, you know, here it's a little bit wider, here you're gonna target a little bit different part of your back. Same thing. Like I said, I could do, you know, 20 of them going like that. But it's not creating anything, bro. It ain't supposed to be easy. Like I said, leave the ego at the door. You don't have to push a lot of weight to build big muscle. All right, ready? I'm here with
Michelle, Brianne,
Gerald, Trevor, the one and only Nikki P.
What's your best tip or best piece of advice for somebody like stepping into the gym or just getting back into it?
Just put in all the work and make sure you're eating like a newborn, because that's how you're gonna go a lot quicker if you're someone who's trying to gain weight.
I would say don't get into your head so much. A lot of the times you're just worrying about what other people think of you, but just focus on yourself and the reason why you're doing what you're doing.
No matter what you're doing, even if you're making a mistake, always be confident. You know, if your intensity is, you know, not where you want it to be, just be confident with your sets and just, you know, make sure you get through the workout.
Just focus on yourself. Don't compare yourself to anyone else, and just do you.
Probably say consistency is the biggest thing. You might not notice things at first, but over time, the more consistent you are, the better and faster results you'll get.
Awesome.
Just stay consistent.
Awesome advice, Nick. And if you guys don't know, owner of Nitro, just want to show awesome shape. If you need advice, go to him. If you need supplements, go to him as always. So like I said, YouTube, that is what works for me. You know, slow and controlled, still moving heavy weight. The last piece of advice I'm going to give you is just remember, you know, you can do all the work that you want to do, you can do all the cardio you want to do, but 90% of your gains, 90% of your body is going to be built in the kitchen. Make sure you're eating enough, make sure you're drinking enough water, make sure you're hitting your macros. I'll tell you one thing, I started recently tracking my macros in the last week again, and big changes in energy, physical appearance, everything. So as always, guys, if you have enjoyed this content, drop some comments in below which workout you want to see next, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications.